In Deutschland gibt es doch auch keine Kreuzwehre, oder? Nee, Kreuzwehre gibt es in Deutschland nicht. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Laufender TV während Stromausfall. Was ein Dulli. Ja, ist echt so. Schon verdächtig. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Ja, der erste Fall ist Pipifax. Das ist super einfach. Später wird es richtig, richtig heavy teilweise. So, okay, wir gehen einmal komplett durch. Weil ich glaube... Ach, ganz nebenbei. Das da oben rechts, was ihr seht, das ist meine Lebensanzeige, ja? Seht ihr diese Bar? Ich glaube, immer wenn ich was falsch mache, wird mir ein Strich abgezogen. Oder so ein Teil. Und wenn ich dann halt bei 0 bin, dann bin ich tot. Okay? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the tape program. Moment, aber jetzt können wir doch den Stromausfall präsentieren. Blackout Record. Ohne Strom, kein Fernseher, kein Videoprogramm. Objection! Irgendwie hat man viele, ne? Im Original hatte man, glaube ich, nur 5. Ja, genau, im Original hatte man nur 5. Hold it! Right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Ah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Savid? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait, I remember now. Mr. Savid? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Savid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Kann auch sein, dass man im Tutorial einfach mehr hat, ja? So, hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Ich mag diese Textboxen so gar nicht. Wir können die durchsichtig machen, glaube ich. Also wenn ihr unbedingt wollt, können wir die Textboxen so anpassen. Wenn das jemanden stört. Also mir macht das nichts aus. Hey, Xeran! Ich meine, wir können das auch mal so machen. Ne? Mir macht das, wie gesagt, nichts aus. Ist das so besser? Wollt ihr das eher so haben oder wollt ihr den kompletten Block haben? Tanzt der heimlich vor Gericht oder was sind das für Bewegungen? Ja, Bollywood halt. Woher kennt ihr die Mordwaffe? Bin leider nicht von Anfang an dabei. Ja, die wurde im Dingens präsentiert, im Raum. Besser? Ah, okay, ja, dann können wir das ruhig transparent lassen. Dann sehen wir auch diverse Dinge, die wir dank den Textblöcken normalerweise sonst nicht sehen würden. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Okay, was ist jetzt hier das Problem? Okay, merkt ihr das? Also, das ist dieselbe Theme wie eben, nur halt in schneller. Ich glaube, das ist die Allego-Variante. Also, wenn man der Wahrheit, ja, wirklich auf der Spur ist, dann wechselt auch die Musik teilweise und wird dann halt schneller, hektischer. Das ist so gut, das trägt halt einfach zur Stimmung bei. Ja, ich liebe dieses Spiel, das ist genial. So, warte mal. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. Moment. Ich glaube, er meint den Denker, oder? Oder was meint er? Moment. Erstmal wie immer einmal durch. Now find the contradiction. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Ach, relativ kurze Aussage. Dann lass uns nochmal hier in unsere, die Worte angucken. A statue in shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Lass mal ein bisschen pressen. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Moment. A table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Ne, the first time I heard of it. Okay, Moment. Wir machen weiter. The murder weapon. Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Okay, moment. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yes, the murder weapon. The killer used it. Okay. Das ist das, was mich gerade stutzig gemacht hat. Das hier... Also er meint, oder er sagt, die Mörderwaffe ist eine Uhr. Aber ich würde auf dem ersten Blick als Laie nicht erkennen, dass das eine Uhr ist. Sprich, ich denke mal, wir präsentieren einfach jetzt die Statue hier an dem Spot. Ah, scheint richtig gewesen zu sein. Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just what do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Ja, woher weiß er, dass das eine Uhr war? Und vor allen Dingen, er muss sie ja gedrückt haben. Yes, I have. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment, knew the victim. Ich denke nicht, dass er das Opfer gekannt hat. Ich denke eher, dass er im Apartment war. Das haben wir auch gesehen. Er war in dem Apartment drin. You are lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you are the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Aha. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Monka S? Shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Was zur Hölle? Hat der Typ gerade sein Toupet geworfen? Hey Anton, grüß dich, willkommen zum Stream. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Savid heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Die Batterien haben damit nichts zu tun. Die Nachbarn höchstwahrscheinlich auch nicht. Die würden das ja ansonsten schon längst gesagt haben. Try sounding the clock. Lass uns doch mal hören, was die Uhr zu sagen hat. Heute geht der Mörder vor Gericht, um Zeugenaussagen zu liefern. Der sollte lieber da raushalten. Ja, aber das würde ihn ja noch verdächtiger machen. Wenn ihn dann jemand gesehen hat, dann sagen die, warum haben sie sich nicht gemeldet? Okay, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now. Here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Savid heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Savid, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Oh, hat da tatsächlich recht. Wie kann ich beweisen, dass auch an dem Tag die Uhr 3 Stunden zurückging? He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. We are lacking critical information. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Savid. I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Savid. Mia, I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time dotting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right, right? Right, right? You get it? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Was haben wir denn noch für Beweise? Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Wie ist die Zeitverschiebung zwischen Paris und unserem aktuellen Standpunkt? Könnte das eventuell eine Möglichkeit sein, das Ganze zu beweisen? Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see if you can pull these off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Es muss ja das sein, was anderes bleibt uns ja nicht übrig. Das Spiel spielt in Kalifornien, aka Japan. A.k.a. Europa. The fuck? Die kam an meinen Geburtstag zurück. Interessant. Es muss das hier sein, ansonsten bleibt hier nichts anderes übrig. Nimm das! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her death in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh shit! Da droppt er erstmal den Wortwitz. Oh shit, ich glaube, er ist übersäuert. Pipi-Heads. Order! Order, I'd say! Nani? Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Frank Sawit, ja, die ganze Zeit schon ein Wortwitz, ein Frank. Ah, Frank saw it. Ah, das ist mir noch nie aufgefallen, aber nicht schlecht. Frank saw it. Ihr hat die Tollwut erwischt. Pippets. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Woo! Erstmal Konfetti-Regen im Gerichtssaal. PogChamp. Wenn es das auch mal bei uns gäbe. Konfetti ist da. And with that, this court is adjourned. Ich glaube, jeden einzelnen Namen lässt sich ein Pun finden. Nicht schlecht. Konfetti.bng. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Ach, die Arme. Das heißt, er hat nicht mal ein richtiges Mordmotiv gehabt. Unglaublich. Im Realfilm von Ace Attorney hatten die das auch, sah recht witzig aus. Ja, nice. Den habe ich sogar gesehen. Der war echt gut. Okay, 3. August, 2:32 Uhr. Woo! I still can't believe we won, Zulul. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Niederer Beweggrund, oh ja. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Aha, was wollte er gerade sagen? A whore? Monka TOS. Congratulations, Harry. Harry! Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this one? No, I did. Smiley face. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? Haha. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh yeah, right! What the heck is she talking about? Die Uhr wahrscheinlich, oder? Ich meine, wenn die wirklich von Larry kam, beziehungsweise Harry, dann, und er ihr nichts bedeutet hätte, dann hätte ja die Uhr nicht behalten, ja? Ja, eben, Anton, ja? Sag ich ja. Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Und Lucky 2K, das Baby kommt bald. Vielen lieben Dank für 9 Monate der Treue. Willkommen zurück, Lucky, mein Freund, ja. Die missglückten Versuche eines Wortwitzes. Ja, das ist, ja. Nick, bester Lawyer, PP Hens. Ja, wenn ich mal irgendwann Probleme habe, dann gehe ich auch zu Phoenix Wright. Just saying. So. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? Well, I'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Oh shit, was bedeutet das nur? The end. So, Fall Nummer 1. Ende Gelände, ja. Tutorial abgeschlossen. Jetzt geht's erst richtig los mit dem Spiel.